to Faculty Friday, where every Friday we ask 5 questions to some of the Mount's favorite professors. This week, we're joined by Stef Hiltz, director of the MSN-MAGELIN program. Stef, I know that you have a lot of students who really look up to you, but when you think about your undergraduate days at the Mount, who were some of your favorite professors?
So besides our nursing faculty, some of the science professors come to mind. So Dr. Tracy Reed taught us anatomy and physiology, and Sister Annette Muckerhide, Dr. Muckerhide, taught us microbiology, and they were both just awesome. Dr. Muckerhide was always just cheerful, had a great sense of humor, just always kind of lit up the room and kept our attention. Always a pleasure to be in her class.
Perfect. And so when you think about your undergraduate days as a BSN student, what stands out to you? Any fond memories?
So clinical experiences were always awesome. Really gave us an opportunity to put into practice the skills and the theory that we were learning in the classroom and in the lab. Also gave us a little taste of what we were kind of longing for, which was that end of the program and entry into practice as a professional. So while that wasn't actually what was happening, we were very closely supervised, we were still getting that patient interaction and opportunity to provide patient care and communicate therapeutically with our patients. So, and also to hang out with our friends in the clinical setting, which is what we all kind of wanted to do after graduation, is most of us go to an acute care setting. So those were always great experiences.
Now let's talk about life after graduation and that professionalism. When did you come to the Mount, and can you talk about that transition arriving back as an employee?
So I came to the Mount as a full-time faculty member in 2014, and then a few years later transitioned to a program director position. I am really, really fortunate because I am able to work with amazing colleagues in the Department of Nursing, many of whom were my faculty members when I was a student in undergrad. So for instance, Dr. Darla Vale, who is the Dean of Health Sciences now, Dr. Nancy Heinzman, who is our Assistant Dean of Nursing, Dr. Donna Glankler is one of our faculty members, Dr. Sue Johnson, I feel like I'm leaving somebody out, I'm sorry. But it's kind of, bewildering when you come into a faculty position and these people that were your mentors, you kind of looked up to them. They're just very professional, so knowledgeable, amazing educators, and then now you're their colleague. So thankfully, they all took me under their wing and really were just excellent mentors and kind of guided me through those first couple of years that are definitely a challenge and a learning experience for sure. So now as the program director, I have the opportunity to interview and admit all of the students into the MSN-MAGELIN program. I am the academic advisor for all of the students in the Magellan program, and then I just kind of oversee the kind of day-to-day operations of the program to ensure that we are maintaining compliance with our accrediting bodies and the Ohio Board of Nursing, and kind of put out any fires as needed.
Saving lives, putting out fires,
right.
Fitting, right? It's the end of Nurses Week. So, Stef, people who hear Magellan, might not necessarily know what that program is all about. And talking to you, I know that it's a pretty unique offering within the state of Ohio. So could you just talk more about the Magellan program?
Absolutely. So this is a unique program in the state of Ohio. It is a master's entry-level generalist program. So what that means is that applicants to the program have a bachelor's degree in something. It doesn't matter what that degree is in, and they would like to pursue a career in nursing. So they can be coming to us fresh out of undergrad, so they can graduate in May and apply to the program and begin in August, or they could have graduated 15 years ago and have been working as an educator or in marketing or whatever field, and then come to the program. And then this program prepares students to sit for the NCLEX RN exam, which is the licensure exam to practice as a registered nurse. So upon graduation from the program, students sit for that licensure exam and then enter into the workforce as a professional nurse, as a licensed registered nurse.
Yeah, and I love this program because it allows somebody to enter into the nursing field, allows them to capitalize on the experience they already have, and do so without going back for a second bachelor. So love the program. Last but not least, I have to ask about quarantine. Do you have any fun stories or interesting things that have happened to you during the last couple months?
So we live on a farm, and with my kids being home from school, I have a 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, and we have been raising our chicks. So we have 11 hens that are adults, so fully grown adults, that we just get eggs from. And we have another batch of chicks that we've been raising and just put out in their new coop. So we are up to 33 chickens now. They have not met each other, so they're still separate. But within the next couple of weeks, they will hopefully be very good friends. So we're looking forward to that. But that's kind of taken up a lot of our time, is hanging out with the chickies.
That is amazing. That is such a great story. And it makes me feel better because even though I feel like I'm cooped up, I'm not chicken cooped up. So that is a win. Steph, thanks so much. This has been another edition of Faculty Friday, and that will do it.
Finally, Friday, I'm free again. I got my motor.